This is Ask a Ninja, and I am standing here in Jamie's beard, talking to Adam Savage. Adam, I thought this was the safest place to be.
Absolutely the safest place to be. It's waterproof, it's armored, everything you want.
Yes. Now, many of our Webernetters out there know you from your career as an amateur juggler and unicycler. No?
People don't know that I can do that, no.
Oh, that's the career that I followed.
That's what we talk about. Yeah, no, I learned to unicycle and juggle both when I was about 16.
To get women, of course.
Exactly.
But aside from that unicycle business, you also have done a show for a while called Mythbusters.
This is true. We've been doing it on Discovery now for about 9 years.
9 years!
9 years.
It's the longest running show on television ever.
It's the longest.
That's probably not. I don't think that's
the longest
true.
running show on Discovery.
Yeah, it is.
We've filmed almost 200 hours of the show at this point.
Can you like look back to yourself 9 years ago and go, yeah, this is gonna go?
I got my start in special effects, so working behind the scenes in commercials, so I understood that very few things come to real fruition in the industry of any kind.
Nothing happens. Nothing
happens. If it gets picked up for a pilot, you don't shoot the pilot. If you shoot the pilot, they'll never air it. If they air it, they don't pick it up. So the fact that Mythbusters has enjoyed so much success, we kind of reached this ratings plateau in 2004, and we've been there for 8 years.
Right, and no one does that. No one show like stays up there.
And we're still having fun. We were out on the tarmac today, racing two cars against each other and smashing them into each other. I can't tell you what the parameters were, but smashing them into each other like 40 and 50 miles an hour was so much fun.
Can you possibly pick out a fave out of it? A fave experiment or a...
My favorite one might be the most pointless thing we ever did, which was we made a floating...
Pointless is the whole reason why people watch this.
Absolutely. We made a floating helium balloon out of 28 pounds of lead.
All right.
It's a lead balloon. It's not possible for it to fly, and we disproved that. It was the most sort of mental work we ever had to do on an episode to solve all the problems we were going to encounter, and we solved them all on the way, and it worked. We stood under a balloon.
Do you still love it?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Jamie, you know, Jamie drives me absolutely crazy. I have to realize...
You might be able to hear.
I know. The thing is that the very fact that he drives me crazy is the strength of our partnership.
Sure, yeah.
That and also drives me crazy. So it's a meta crazy.
But you are not solely defined by Mythbusters.
No.
You've been making toys since you were a child?
Yeah, I mean, that's how I started actually making things. I made toys for myself. I would make like
Now, was this because your parents did not like you?
No. My father was a maker and a painter, and there was always art supplies around.
Do you remember what the first toy you made was?
I really think that it was a James Bond briefcase.
Sure, why
with a
wouldn't it
Mission
be?
Impossible button that you pushed and it lit up, and it blew something up in my mind.
Nice. And then you actually ended up making toys, or making models at least, professionally.
Yeah, well, when you work in the film industry and special effects, there's not always work. It's freelance, so sometimes there's dry spells, and you look for other places.
Jamie gave you your first job? Is that true or not?
Jamie gave me my first job in special effects, yeah.
Did he hold that over you?
Luckily, he doesn't.
No.
So I ended up doing a lot of toy prototyping over the years for different toy companies. For Star Wars toys, I've done some ships for Star Wars. And
nice.
Yeah.
That's good. And you haven't let it go because you spoke at Maker Faire this year, last year?
I've spoken at Maker Faire every year.
Every year?
Every year.
And Maker Faire, for those of you who don't know, is a fair for people who maker.
I am still making things all the time in my private life. I am always making objects.
You built this jacket.
I did not build this jacket.
He did not build this jacket. Now, if people want to find out more about you, AdamSavage.com is not a good place to go.
It's just ancient. I haven't touched it in 7 years.
But you can follow Adam on Twitter, which is "Don't Try This."
Exactly.
At Twitter. That's pretty much the idea. Is that don't try what you do.
Don't try any of this.
Adam Savage, thank you so much for hanging out in this beard with me. I really appreciate it. You do amazing stuff. You're testing this world. You're pushing the bounds, and me and everybody out there really appreciates it.
Well, thank you.
You guys, if you want some more Adam Savage, new Mythbusters starts in April, and in the meantime, you can go and check out Discovery.com to check out all the behind-the-scenes vids.
Yes, Discovery.com/Mythbusters.
/Mythbusters, because everything else on Discovery Channel. Why? And you can also check out Fora.tv, where you can see Adam Savage talk more, which everyone likes to because he's exciting and interesting person to talk to. We'll catch you next time on the next Ninterview. Here!